name is Greg, and I'm from England. I like sports, adventure, travelling, food, and my motorbike. I've always dreamt of travelling Asia, but mainly Vietnam, the land of beautiful landscapes, stunning wildlife, fantastic food, and amazing people full of culture. I have explored a great deal of Vietnam and loved every minute. But now, it's time for me to truly discover this wonderful country. I have been in Vietnam for almost a year and have travelled quite a lot. This is a great opportunity for me to understand more about this beautiful country. And today I am lucky enough to be in Tan Son, a mountainous district of Phu Tho province. Once in Tan Son, you should see as much as possible, so follow me as I learn about this incredible district in Vietnam. Welcome to Xuan Xuan National Park, and what a beautiful place it is to be today. It is regarded as one of the greatest limestone mountain forests in the entire Vietnam, and it's also renowned for its extreme diversity in the floral and fauna systems here. Let's have a look at what it has to offer. About 120 kilometers from Hanoi, Xuan Son National Park belongs to Xuan Son Commune, Tan Son District, Phu Tho Province. This is a green lung in the northwest of the Phu Tho Province. The diversity of ecological systems and the diversity of terrain of Xuan Son creates stunning landscape. With a total area of over 15,000 hectares, Xuan Son is the only national park with a primary forest set on limestone mountains. The fauna and floral of Xuan Son is rich, many of which are listed in the Red Book of Vietnam and even the Red Book of the World. Xuan Son National Park is a living museum that houses plant genetic resources for Vietnam as well as the rest of the world. I have travelled far and wide and often wondered why the roads can be so windy. But here in Xuan Son National Park, I know exactly the reason why. In Xuan Son National Park, they decided that there is only one option. In order to save the trees, they decided to build the roads around them. For those who really love to explore and want to be close to nature like me, Xuan Son is a really interesting destination. Here in Xuan Son National Park, preservation is regarded so important that the trees live in the forest, they die in the forest, and then they never get taken away for timberwood or firewood. They stay here until they become compost and give back to the land they came from. I met Thong, an officer of the Xuan Son National Park. Thong tells me that protecting the forest based on the community is what the national park has been doing for a while now. I know that you work very closely with the community here to preserve this national park. How do you work together to achieve that?
Do cái đặc thù chúng tôi là trên vườn quốc gia Xuân Sơn là chưa được thành lập cái hạt kiểm lâm. Thế do vậy là cái công tác quản lý bảo vệ rừng của chúng tôi là luôn đặt người dân lên vị trí hàng đầu. Thì trong những năm qua, từ năm 2002 cho đến năm 2017 thì là chúng tôi cũng đã sử dụng cái lực lượng chính, đó là cộng đồng dân cư thôn bản sống ở trong vùng đệm trong và vùng đệm ngoài của vườn quốc gia Xuân Sơn. Thì công tác phối kết hợp của chúng tôi được triển khai là hàng năm thì chúng tôi là tiến hành ký giao khoán cái diện tích rừng cho cộng đồng thôn bản. Thì để đánh giá cái hiệu quả của công tác quản lý bảo vệ rừng này thì là từ năm 2002 cho nay thì chúng tôi đã nâng cái độ che phủ của rừng từ 76% lên 86% năm 2017.
After After my very first impression of the protection of this stunning national park, I'm very eager to discover the natural beauty in Swanson. The cave in Swanson is a mystery to me and probably many others, so I really should learn about the cave on this trip. Min, a local here, led me to the cave.
Ở Việt Nam thì du khách người ta thường biết đến với những hang động ở Quảng Bình, nhưng người ta không biết đến ở Xuân Sơn này cũng có rất nhiều hang động đẹp. Ở đây có tổng là 36 hang động, thì đây là một trong những hang động đẹp nhất.
But the water is so clean. Can I swim?
Đây là khu linh thiêng ấy, thì người ta với lại đây là nguồn nước sinh hoạt nên là người ta không được tắm, không được bắt cá ở trong này để về ăn.
Oh wow, okay. No swimming today. Legend has it that in the past there was a man who went to the cave to fish. After leaving the cave with the fish he caught, he suddenly became sick and his hair fell out. To fix his mistake, he had to return the fish back to the cave. It's stories like that that really signify the history and just how important it is. I don't think I've ever been in a cave with such importance. I've just been in tourist caves before.
Hang này được phát hiện từ năm 1963 khi mà người ta ở trên đỉnh đồi núi cao, người ta không có nguồn nước sinh hoạt thì người ta bắt đầu hạ sơn xuống dưới này và phát hiện ra hang này. Như anh có thể thấy nguồn nước ở trong này giờ rất trong. Nguồn nước này cung cấp cho 91 hộ dân của bản Cỏi, tương đương với 360 người. Okay. Đến đây là bắt đầu mình sẽ kết thúc hành trình mình đi bè, mà mình sẽ bắt đầu tiếp tục đi bộ vào trong kia. Bắt đầu mình đi bộ vào là khoảng 130 mét.
It was really nice to meet Min, the local guide, who's not just shown me the cave, but helped me discover what this really means to the people that live here. To find out that the water here provides fresh, clean water to 90 households and about 360 people really signifies the importance of this cave, unlike any other I've ever been to before. I've travelled, I'd say explored a great deal of Vietnam, but I felt like when I spent time with the locals that I really discovered Vietnam. So, Min, is there anything else about this cave that's special to you?
Tôi không phải là một nhà khoa học, tôi sống ở đây từ nhỏ nên là tôi rất thích đi vào trong hang động để khám phá, bởi vì nó cho tôi cái thỏa mãn cái sức tưởng tượng của chính mình. Như anh có thể thấy, đây là một con đại bàng, đầu của một con đại bàng, nó bay từ trên cao, xõa cánh, rơi xuống nguồn nước này. Còn đây là cái nhũ giống như một nguồn sữa mẹ, nó chảy nước quanh năm suốt tháng, cho mình cái nguồn nước rất sạch.
The cave was a great experience, not just to be able to go into the cave, but to learn the importance of that cave, because that cave had more importance than any cave I've been to. I mean, I've been into a lot of caves, some huge caves, but none of them actually meant as much to the local people as what this cave did, because, you know, it wasn't just a natural wonder or natural beauty. It actually provided the environment with their fresh, clean water.
Anh cảm thấy nước trong này nào?
I can feel it's really fresh water.
what this is growing underneath here. I've got no idea what it is. It looks like a spider's web, but it's definitely not. I think I need to do some research because I've never seen anything like this.
The cave system in Swanson is quite diverse, with many small caves scattered in the forest. The stalactites and stalagmites were very beautiful here. To me, they are the masterpiece that nature took millions of years to create.
Năm mươi mét nữa sẽ hết hang, còn đây là chỗ sâu nhất của hang động. Chỗ này nó có thể sâu tầm khoảng 3 đến 40 mét, nó tùy vào mực nước hiện tại. Cũng có thể nó sẽ dâng cao lên khoảng 50 mét nữa.
Have you ever fallen in the water?
Chưa bao giờ. Cũng có thể là do đây là khu tâm linh mà khi mà mình vào ấy, mình hướng cái tâm nên là được các thần linh trong này phù hộ, nên là tất cả du khách đi vào trong này không ai ngã ở trong này cả.
Okay. The guide, he was fantastic, very friendly, very nice, told me some wonderful stories, and you know, he wishes to pursue a career in tourism, and I have every faith that he can do that, because the way he presented himself, the way he explained the stories about the cave and what happened and what goes on and the history and how old some of the things in there are, he did a really great job. So I think one day if he does get into tourism that he'll do himself proud. I felt very privileged as well, because knowing that I was one of only a handful of foreigners to ever enter that cave, to be one of those lucky people, to have the opportunity to experience that, again, I'll never forget.
Your trip to Swanson won't be complete without conquering the 9-story waterfall. That is something many people have told me, so clearly I have to climb the 9-story waterfall. Why not?
I didn't know what to expect from Swanson National Park, but it's been really quite amazing. The scenery is beautiful. The climb to the waterfall, it was incredible. And if anyone comes here, you have to do the waterfall climb, because it's, like I said, it's one of the best things I've ever done. Before we even started climbing, we had to trek 2 hours through rough terrain and streams and like through the middle of rivers before we even got to the base of the waterfall. 2 park rangers I was with, Mike and Thien. They've been fantastic. It's not just for the educational side, but you know, they made me feel safe on the climb. They taught me a lot about the forest, what the forest means to them and the community.
Đây là 5 cái chén. 5 cái chén nên người ta thờ thần thủ công, chăn nuôi và trồng trọt. Để người ta thủ công, người ta phù hộ cho để là mùa màng tươi tốt, thuận lợi. Rất là thờ thủ công đặt ở ngoài này. Cái là tại ruộng.
We have an altar here. It's an outside altar in the middle of a field. I've never seen anything like this. There has to be 5 offerings, and it's to pray to the gods, and the offerings that's made is hopefully to bring good luck and health upon the people, the mountain, the forest, and most importantly, the crops, which is what provides them with their livelihood. So the bumper crops hopefully will grow fruitful this year. So I hope you have good crops.
At first, I had the intention of counting how many streams we would pass, but after a while, I began to find it unfeasible. We went straight into the forest, a place where roads stop existing and nature is king. We have to cut the bushes to open a path. No doubt I was in the forest now. It would be very easy to get lost if I didn't keep up with the forest officers, so I had to concentrate with each step.
Đây.
What's this?
Có một cây thu hải đường.
Thu hải đường.
Thu hải đường.
Thu hải đường.
chữa bệnh đường tiêu hóa rất tốt. Đấy.
Medicine.
Cây này nó quý, nó phân bố rất ít ở rừng kín thường xanh mưa ẩm nhiệt đới. Đấy. Hay mọc là ở dưới những cái tán rừng thấp độ ẩm cao. Đấy. Nó là thân thảo nước, thân rất mọng nước, sờ vào rất mềm. Ok.
This no.
Ok.
Yeah, okay.
Rồi. Thì sắc nhỏ, cắt nhỏ này xong rồi sắc sao khô, xong rồi sắc nước uống. Ok.
Không lấy. And you say it's rare. Để lại.
Cất. Không lấy mình bảo tồn. Mình gìn giữ, mình không mang về sử dụng.
Ok.
The rangers on that day were amazing. They were very good, even though through the language barrier, I could still understand what he was explaining to me. And his knowledge of that forest is incredible. Like how he could decipher the difference between some of the plants was beyond me. I wouldn't know what I was looking for. You know, you pick the wrong thing, and potentially you picking something poisonous. So it's really something a trained and expert eye can only tell. The thing that really struck me as well about the rangers was just how dedicated they are in protecting the environment they work in, with the mammoth job that they have in hand, in protecting the forest from just keeping it how it should be, and actually helping it grow to be more fruitful and more abundant in the herbal medicines, in the rare plants, and just protecting what they have in their surroundings.
Oh wow. I've never seen anything like this in my life. Like the bright yellow back and then these spikes coming out. It looks like something from the prehistoric age. I don't know if it's poisonous though. I'm sure it's not. It's almost like a crab. Like a crab-like spider. I don't really know. Beautiful.
And then when we got there, I could see some of it, but a lot of it was hidden in the trees, in the mountains, because it sort of wound through. And I had no idea how big it was going to be. And when we got there and we saw the first tier, albeit the first tier was probably the smallest, but when he told me that that was only the one of 9, there was an element of shock, but more than that was an element of excitement.
Do đường lên thác nó rất khó nên mình phải bện dây thừng, mình trèo lên. Cách bện đây như này, rất chặt, được chưa? Này, chưa? Này, rồi này. Đấy.
Okay.
Đây nó vẩn vào nhau.
Rồi. We're going to make this rope. We're going to get to the top of the waterfall and see its crowning glory. So far, it's been a good day. So we weave it like this, and what it does, it makes the rope stronger, because there's going to be a few people's weight on this. We have to do this very carefully and correctly, because I do not want to be responsible for these rangers falling down this hill. So we have the gloves, ready to climb this waterfall. My hands are protected. Let's go. It's been a real test, actually. A test of nerves, a test of strength, and a test of character in points. Like I say, there were moments when it was a little nerve-wracking. Not so much because of the climb or because of how steep it was, but more the terrain you're walking on. You know, you're walking on these wet rocks and they've got moss on the top, and your feet can just slip like this. And I think, if anything, that was the one thing. My footing was what scared me most. But
I came, I saw, and I've conquered. And boy, am I happy I did.
Đây mới là tầng thứ 3. Có rất nhiều khó khăn. Từ đây lên trên còn 5-6 tầng nữa.
Oh, really?
Rất đẹp. Có đẹp không?
Đẹp, very beautiful, very beautiful.
Lên trên.
Okay, so I thought this was it.
Okay.
Okay, apparently there's another 9 more to go. There were points where we couldn't physically climb the waterfall, so we had to rope climb and pull ourselves up on this rope that we'd weaved together and tied knots in. It was it wasn't scary at all, actually, but it was more concerned about just how you tread, because some of it was a bit wet and a bit slippery. So you tread with caution, but not with fear. And it was all completely worthwhile. Once you got to the top, it was a beautiful view, a wonderful feeling, and I guess a sense of achievement once we got there. And yeah, like I said, a really special day. And the rangers were telling me earlier that you can see everything there is to offer in Tazua, but if you haven't climbed the waterfall, you've only done 50% of it. That's how important and that's how special this trek was. And they told me this at the beginning, and you know, you hear what they say and you're like, okay, you know, I've seen a lot, but wow, 50%? I'd say more. I'd say this is 80% of the enjoyment I've got from Tazua. Really quite a wonderful day.
The 9-story waterfall is named after its shape because it has a steep slope stretching consecutive kilometres to create low and high floors. It can be said that the 9-story waterfall is the pride of nature in Tanson, thanks to its unique beauty. Up to now, few people have known about this waterfall, and I have asked the locals about any information they could give me, but they didn't know. They don't know who discovered the waterfall or how old it is. The wild beauty is the very charm of each of the 9 stories, and I am proud to be one of the first to conquer this beautiful waterfall. One of the ways of spreading information and educating the awareness of forest protection in Swanson is to organise exchanges between villages, and today I am participating in such an exchange.
It's great to see the whole community come together to listen to this performance, to learn and to understand about how moving forward they can really make a difference to this environment and impact it with a great deal of enthusiasm, and that enthusiasm will hopefully be passed down to generation and then the next generation. And I've got every faith in this community that they will do everything they can to protect the land around them.
So, my trip to Tanson has ended. I'm really impressed with the pristine beauty here, as well as the meaningful and hard work of the local people to protect the forest, their home, and their resources for generations to come. This trip has been educating, energetic, and extremely memorable.
What a beautiful natural pool this is. All this water comes fresh from the cave of the limestone mountain. This really is a beautiful setting, and I can see why it's so important to the people that live here. Especially on a really hot summer's day, you can come down here and cool down. And what's really surprised me is this water is a lot colder than I expected it to be. But how can you not enjoy this? So for now, until next time on another Vietnam discovery, I'm going to enjoy this pool as much as I can.